Greetings, my unfortunate guests. I'm so sorry I was unable to join you for supper this evening, but truth be told, food isn't really my thing. My apologies for neglecting to mention this in your invitations, but we have more important things to discuss. I have invited each of you to stay at my ancestral family home here in Forgotten Hollow. It's a dark place, spooky even, but for some reason it has always felt extremely comfortable to me. Unfortunately, I doubt that you will have the same experience. I regret to inform you that I have not invited you all here for a quiet supper and a pleasant one-night stay. Rather, I have invited you all here because I am seeking revenge. Don't be too upset now. It's not really your fault. I'm not seeking revenge against you. Someone else is the target of my wrath, and you all are simply pawns in my grand scheme. I need you, you see, as live bait. I'm sorry that you've all been wrapped up in my little plan, but not that sorry, because this is necessary. Ironically, my target doesn't seem to have a clue how much they've destroyed my life, and for that they will pay. I'm not opposed to losing unrelated souls along the way. Needs must. In order to lure my target, I will be putting you all through a little game inspired by a friend of mine. I have to admit, his game was expertly designed. The game consists of two parts: immunity challenges and elimination challenges. These challenges will alternate, with immunity challenges first to give you the opportunity to be exempt from an elimination challenge. These challenges are something that you will want to take seriously, because elimination challenges are truly that in every sense of the word. If you fail, you will be permanently eliminated. If I haven't yet made myself clear, elimination challenges are to the death and are mandatory. Of course, you could try to leave my home or refuse to participate in any of my little challenges, but where's the fun in that? I would be deeply disappointed if you choose to attempt to avoid my games. So disappointed, in fact, that failing to participate or attempting to escape will result in immediate death. I am blessed with powers that you mortals can only dream of. So I warn you, don't test my limits or my rules. It's better to try and fail than to surrender, after all. Oh, and I almost forgot. I am one among you. I am hidden in plain sight. At the end, only one of us will remain, and I hate to spoil the ending, but it will be me. The rest of you will perish to prove, for once and for all, my power to my target. They won't forget me this time. Perhaps this will provide you with further motivation to turn against one another. I support this fully. You will not be able to hurt me, but it will be very fun for me to watch each and every one of you tear each other apart and drop like flies. So good luck, my unfortunate guests. I simply cannot wait to see how this unfolds.
Greetings, fellow detectives. Wizard Kitten here, bringing you And Then There Were None, Season 2, Love to Hate. This is our first part in our second season of And Then There Were None. This was a series that I did a couple years ago, actually, now, with Nancy Drew characters based on the Agatha Christie novel And Then There Were None. And basically, if you aren't familiar with that novel, the general idea is that a bunch of strangers get invited to this spooky house, and one by one, they start disappearing, they start dying, and it's really a mystery about what on earth is happening at this manor and why everyone is disappearing. So we are doing a second season of And Then There Were None, specifically with characters that I made in a creative sim that I'll link in the description. Characters that we love to hate. So these are all characters that are like super frustrating, but that's the point of them. That's the reason that we have them. They're supposed to be super annoying. So let's go ahead and do a tour of this fantastic manor house. I did not build this. This was built by one of my favorite Sims YouTube builders, probably my favorite builder. Her name is Sim Lissy. And she, if you search her by her tag on the EA gallery, just Sim Lissy, SIMLICY, you can find so many fantastic builds by her. She does a save file as well. She's just so good. And I figured using her build for this would be really fantastic. So what we have here is the entryway, and a couple of our Sims are walking around. They are currently on full autonomy. And the idea is that I am not allowed to control these Sims at all. I am not allowed to tell them what to do. I am not allowed to stop them from doing anything. I am not allowed to save them if they are about to die, unless it's the end of an immunity challenge. I am not allowed to help them sleep. I am not allowed to help them eat. That is their job. They have to do it. And if they die because they set themselves on fire, or if they die because they never fed themselves, well, then that is their own fault. There's also some other added wrenches. There are only 2 beds in this house. Manette looked kind of sad there. There's only 2 beds in this house, which means a lot of Sims are going to have to get by napping. So Abdullah is in this. I'm going to turn that down. Abdullah is in this front bay window seat taking a nap. Also, before I forget, we're doing the welcome wagon. No, we're not. We are not doing the welcome wagon, and I am going to lock this door for everyone because, as the mysterious voice told us, nobody is allowed to leave. And I believe the backyard is completely fenced in. I just want to make sure, because they can go to the backyard, but we don't want them to leave. Technically, there is a big open arch here. I'm going to have to swap that with a big old gate, and I'm going to lock it. So I'll be doing that in a little bit. But let's go ahead and continue our tour of this house. Okay, so like I said, this is the front little bay window area. It looks like Abdullah is done with his nap. And then we have this main entryway here. Over on the side is this living room space. Beautiful grand piano on the front here. Looks like Taylor Sinclair is taking a nap on this particular couch. But lots of books to read, lots of fun things to keep them entertained. Again, it's not my job to take care of them. It's their job. It looks like some of them are taking care of some food, though, which is very smart. Looks like Abdullah got himself some chips, got a little snack there. That's good, Abdullah. You're going to want to be in really good condition for our first immunity challenge. But here is the kitchen. I love the cobwebs everywhere. I think it's so cool. And there's like actual bats and look at this spider. Oh my gosh. I think that's real. Ugh, it's so gross. I hate it. But this is such a cool kitchen. Oh my gosh, it is real. Look at it crawl. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, and there's one down there. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah. Thankfully, I don't live here. Oh, and this pantry with all these spiders in here. Gross. Oh, I love that attention to detail, though. Who else is eating? It looks like Tony
Shikamaru,
Scolari is having a bowl
Winharm,
of peas. That's good.
Reba,
Ethel
Ukinagansu.
Bossany down here looks like she's having a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. That's good. I'm glad you guys are taking care of yourselves. They're all wearing their winter wear right now because it is kind of chilly. We are playing in autumn. Richard Topham there getting himself a snack, it looks like. What are you getting? Some yogurt. Good for you. And over here, we have these secret bookcase doors, which is kind of cool. But if you go down these bookcase doors, there is a laundry room down here. And actually, if we go all the way to the basement, there is this secret corridor that leads into this open area, and there are actually some coffins down here. Weird, huh? This is all locked off, though, so the Sims can't get down here now, but whoever ends up winning immunity challenges will get temporary access to this space, so presumably that would mean that they would have an extra place to sleep where others would not be able to go. So if there wasn't a bed available, they could presumably take that bed, which I think is a pretty good bonus. If we learned anything from the first season of And Then There Were None, though, they won't always take advantage of that bonus because Sims are silly and really bad at taking care of themselves. So in here is a lovely conservatory with a big old organ, a nice little eating area, and over here we have some carnivorous plants, which I think is so funny. Very Curse of Blackmore Manor. I love them. They're like Venus flytrap plants. I think that's hilarious. And I think that might be all on this last level. There's this little back porch area, and then in here is a nice little half bath on the first floor, which is good. Something for the Sims to take care of themselves with. We have this back porch, and during the day it doesn't look that threatening, you know. It actually looks kind of pretty out here despite the mist of the surrounding area. But we have this really nice little fountain, this foreboding little graveyard. Don't mind that. Definitely a sign of things to come in this series for sure. There is also a wishing well back here, so the Sims can, use it. I'm not going to stop them. I can't, but they could use that wishing well to help them get a lot of really helpful things. So let's go take a look at the second floor now, because this is where the actual bedrooms are. So when we come up the stairs up here, Rick must have been using one of the beds. I'm actually kind of impressed that Rick was so smart to go and catch the bed right away. I don't usually expect that much of Rick. But in here we have this game table, so they can play games out here and look out on the neighborhood. We are in Forgotten Hollow, the world that came with vampires, and I love how spooky it is. I think it's perfect for this kind of Let's Play. Through this door in here, we have another bathroom. There is not a tub there. I think there's supposed to be a tub there. I'm going to put a tub there so that they have a tub. Richard Topham looks real tired. Taylor Sinclair is washing his dishes in the bathroom like a typical Sim. Minette is sleeping on the bed, but she's not using the full bed. She's just napping, which is another thing that they do sometimes, which is kind of silly. It's like a waste of time. Ugh. Simone is up here too, and she is looking really tired. So Simone's probably exhausted. She and Abdullah looked like they were like gonna hug there for a second. I'm also gonna delete this computer because that's too much fun. That gives them too much power, and we don't want that. So I'm gonna get rid of that. And we have this vanity table over here, a little closet. This is a really nice big bedroom. Simone's just sleeping on the ottoman. Simone, the bed is now available. Like, seriously, use the bed. This is already starting out very similar to season 1. And then here is the other bedroom. Again, a currently unoccupied bed. Meanwhile, Ethel is just sleeping on this hard stone bench. So Sims are gonna sim, and they're gonna be silly. And then we have a chess table over on this balcony, which is perfect. Most of our challenges, our immunity and death challenges, are going to take place in the backyard. So at times I will be modifying this backyard with something like an easel area where they can't leave, or some of our immunity challenges might even be them playing chess and stuff against each other. So actually, Topham here, getting up on his chess skills is pretty smart. He's thinking ahead, which, again, I'm kind of impressed. Do we expect such smart thinking from some of these Sims? No. But do they appear to be doing it? Yes. So that's interesting. Let's pop into build mode here so I can get rid of... Oh, sorry, Ethel, I'm taking away your computer. No more fun. And there's no TV downstairs either, because that just gets their fun up far too quickly. And it gives them a lot of advantages for getting their skills up. So, like, Ethel just acquired the mischief skill. She was probably trolling the forums because for some reason that's all Sims like to do. There's also only 2 bathrooms, and only one of them is going to have a bathtub. This is going to be the only one with a tub, which is going to make it kind of tricky for these Sims to stay clean and happy. So they're going to want to take advantage of the fact that this tub is the only one. So how is everyone doing? Let's see. Abdullah this is his favorite window seat. This is just where Abdullah sleeps now. But he's doing okay. He's got some pretty high moods going. Taylor Sinclair is super tired. He's so tired. Dude, go use one of the open beds. They're not occupied. Rick Arlen is messing around on his phone. He's feeling energized because he had a nap, but he's still tired, and he's going to get more tired. Simone is doing well. Simone and Tony are both napping in the same room. And again, just use the full bed, Tony. But she's actually getting her energy into the green, so I'm not really surprised that Tony's actually being smart. She doesn't surprise me. Richard Topham, instead of sleeping, is playing chess to get up his fun, which, you know, you do you. Ethel's actually in a pretty good mood, too. I'm also not surprised about Ethel doing really well. And then Minette, she seems to be doing okay. She is going up to nap, it looks like. Again, just sleep, you silly Sims. They're so ridiculous. So what we're going to do is just kind of follow these Sims throughout the day and see what they're up to. I can't make them interact with each other either, but their first immunity challenge is going to be this afternoon, or this evening. So we're going to want to keep an eye out for that. And hope that most of them get in a good mood so that they can actually participate in the immunity challenge, because that is optional. They don't have to participate in that if they're in a really crappy mood, but then they have to participate in the elimination challenge, and they don't get a shot at immunity. And we want shots at immunity. That is super helpful. So Rick is now napping up, which is good. We appreciate that. You may have noticed, too, that there are currently 8 Sims in this household. After our first elimination challenge, we will be down to 7, but then I will be moving in a Sim to help us take care of the house, because what's going to happen is a lot of these Sims are really just like bad at cleaning things up. Things are going to break, and I'm not allowed to tell them what to do, so I'm going to need a Sim to come in as kind of like the butler, basically, to be able to control. So if the stove breaks, I can fix it. If there's a ton of dishes on the table, I can clean them up so that they don't just start smelling everywhere. Tends to be pretty helpful. One thing I love about this world, too, is that Forgotten Hollow starts to get dark super early. So it's only 5 o'clock, but it's already getting so creepy, and the sun is setting, and I love it. It's so good. Ugh, it's amazing. And then these big mountains around, and like, look at that cave over there. What is that cave? Oh, it's a bat cave, obviously, but it looks so cool. So impressed. Hey, Taylor is taking a nap. Oh, on Abdullah's favorite window seat. I hope Abdullah doesn't get jealous. I hope they don't get in a fight. What is Abdullah doing? He is reading. Oh, he's just browsing books. Tech support received the most votes from the community? Well, we don't have any technology here. What was he browsing? Broomies. 1001 tricks you can teach your familiar. All of these magic books, that's so funny. Yes, Abdullah, you study up on your magic. Oh, he's going to go talk to Tony. Chat with Antonia. I wonder if it's going to be like a friendly chat. Are they going to get along with each other? A lot of these Sims are not very nice people. And so when they talk to each other, like there's a higher chance that some of them are going to like yell at people. Like Abdullah, for example. Yeah, Abdullah is mean and hot-headed, so there's a high chance that he might just like start yelling at people and being cranky with them. But so far, this interaction seems to be pretty positive. I think Tony is something too. Like she might be mean. If I remember correctly. It's actually been a while since I made these Sims. Oh, she's jealous. Yeah, she's jealous and a snob. And she is not happy at all about the smelly bowl. Abdullah is just taking out books and putting them everywhere. This is, again, why it's going to be helpful for us to have a butler, because then they won't just leave their books all over the table like Abdullah is doing. Okay, Ethel, what are you doing? Are you going to read a book? Ethel's in a good mood. She's starting to get a little hungry. Simone's taking a nap in the couch. At least there's lots of napping surfaces in this house, because we want them to like be tired but not super tired that they can't participate. That actually happened a lot in season 1, where the characters would just be so exhausted that I would sometimes have to cheat in order to get them to participate, which is frustrating. We don't want that. I'm also curious if anyone is ever going to like come down here autonomously and do stuff with the like laundry, because if they do, then they're going to see this secret door. And maybe if we notice, we should maybe make this a rule. If we notice that a character has come down here 2 times, we'll then give them access to this room, but they have to do it twice, and we have to catch them doing it twice, because that'll be like they came down once and saw it, and then they came down a second time and figured out how to undo it. Ethel is a snob. We got a lesson for that. That's kind of funny. I like that she's cleaning up, though. I appreciate that, Ethel. That's really nice. Ethel is actually one of my favorite characters. I love Ethel Bossany. I think she's amazing. But she is in this list because a lot of people like to hate her because she's terrifying, because she pops up everywhere, which I fully understand. Oh, she's putting away books too. Ethel is just cleaning up the place. I like this. Is she neat? Is she a neat sim? I know she's a snob. She's a loner, she's a snob, and a bookworm. Interesting. Ethel might do well in this because she has good personality traits for staying happy. Like, it's not going to bother her too much if her social is low. Though, honestly, none of them should have low social. There's 8 of them in this tiny, tiny house. It's actually not tiny, but it feels tiny. Rick and Minette are chatting. Where are you guys going? Oh, they like went to a private room to talk. Are you like sharing secrets? Are you conspiring together? Huh? Rick and Minette? I wonder if Rick and Minette knew each other before this.
Minnesota?
Minnesota? That's not what she said, but it sounded like it. Because, you know, Rick is a soap opera star, and Minette's a famous fashion designer, so it's very possible that they crossed paths before this. Simone might also know. I'm sure that Simone knows who Rick and Minette are, but has she met them before? Does she know them? Why does she look so... Oh, she just had an idea. Aha. She just had a thought about how she's going to win. Her eyebrows look so much like actual Simone's eyebrows. I'm so happy with how Simone turned out. Love it. This is looking so good. Okay, Tony, look at you being in a, like, almost all green mood. That is impressive. Rick acquired the logic skill. Is Rick playing chess? Is he practicing? He and Ethel are having a game of chess together, and they're practicing their chess? Wow. I am super impressed, because that's actually going to be our first immunity challenge, is a chess battle. I'm going to make a random bracket to have 2 against 2, 2 against 2, 2 against 2, and whoever wins each match will move on to have a chess match against the other person, and then there will be a championship one, and whoever wins 3 chess matches in a row will get immunity. So the fact that these guys are practicing chess is actually super impressive. And Topham was practicing his chess too. Because how much logic skill does he have now? Yeah, he already almost has a full skill point. So some of these Sims are on their game. I'm kind of impressed. She is feeling hungry for attention from her self-absorbed trait. Well, you know, Simone, you could talk to people. It would be really easy to do that. She's going to go sleep. She's going to full-on sleep in a bed. And Topham is sleeping. Topham is the first person to full-on sleep in a bed. Is anyone else sleeping? No. But Simone could use that bed. No, she's just going to go talk to Rick. Chat with Rick. Oh yeah, she's just gonna go, oh, okay, we're gonna go play chess with Rick, or we're just gonna go talk. Rick is having a lot of secret conversations with people in separate areas. What are you up to, Rick? I'm a little bit suspicious about what you're doing. Like, why are you beckoning people out to rooms by themselves to chat with them? What are you up to? And also, why is nobody using this bed? Okay, I am impressed that Richard decided to full-on sleep in the bed, because that is a really good choice. That's going to get his energy all the way up so that by the time we get to midnight for the immunity challenge, he's going to be in a really good place. He's going to be in a really good place, and the others are probably going to be jealous because, like, Ethel, she's tired. She's exhausted. I don't know that she's going to make it through the challenge. Who else is tired? Manette's pretty tired. Tony's doing okay. Simone's doing okay. Uh-oh, Rick is tired. Taylor, yeah. These Sims, they've got to be careful. Got to keep an eye on things. Okay, it is full on nighttime now. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to skip ahead to midnight so that we can have our first immunity challenge. And like I said, it's going to be a chess tournament, which is going to be, I think, super interesting. So let's go ahead and see what happens. Okay, everyone, so it is now midnight. As you can see, there's already this lovely little chess area set up in the courtyard out here, so I figured this would actually be a perfect place for our Sims to have their chess tournament. So I've told all of them to come here, and I have turned off autonomy. So basically, in the order that they come is the order that they are going to have the chess tournament with one another. So, like, Abdullah looks like he's going to be the first person to show up. So whoever shows up second is going to go against Abdullah in the first match. So Abdullah versus Richard and Tony versus Taylor. Okay. So Abdullah, I would like you to play with Richard Topham. Okay. And Tony and Taylor. So Tony, I would like you to play with Taylor Sinclair. Okay. And then we'll have Ethel versus Rick and Manette versus Simone. I'm going to write that down so that I do not forget. Ethel v. Rick and Manette v. Simone. Simone really needs to use the bathroom, so she is not going to be in a great place. And again, I have turned autonomy all the way off so that they will thankfully just kind of stand here. Oh, Ethel, except is not. Ethel is not listening to me. Do not return to your lot, Ethel. You're not supposed to be able to do that. Your autonomy is off. There's also a vampire over here, so hopefully we don't need to worry about that too much. Okay. We need to keep an eye on these games. Who will win?
I'm afraid. Mac.
Oh.
Lish.
Mac. Oh, Zimbala. Mac.
Mac.
Them boy, Prita.
Mac. Oh. Mac.
Oh.
Elphys.
I want to speed it ahead, but I'm nervous. Oh, and Simone, I think, was like trying to leave. Who's leaving? Who left? Okay, no, they're all still there, but she is trying to leave. Play in the rain. Okay, no, she's just playing in the rain. That's fine. You can do that. Oh, wait, who won? Confident. Chess Victor. Okay, so Tony won. Okay.
Oh.
So Tony
Charlotte Wanashish.
will be versus whoever wins Abdullah and Richard's match,
Oh, Nibahana.
which looks like maybe Abdullah.
Gara. Oh, Yana.
Yep, okay. So now, Tony, you can go over here. Tony and Taylor and Abdullah and Richard can go over here. Abdullah won. So Tony versus Abdullah. Okay, so now our next match is Ethel versus Rick. Oh, Ethel is far too uncomfortable. Is she going to refuse to participate? So is Rick. Ethel and Rick are not willing to participate. Is Manette willing to participate? Okay, play with Simone. So Manette and Simone will participate, but Ethel and Rick refuse. So they have abdicated their possibility of winning immunity. Not good, and I think it's because both of them are so tired. Yeah, so not very smart, Rick. Not very smart, Manette. Well, in that case, I'm going to have Tony and Abdullah then do their match. Oh, Tony is no longer willing to participate. So Abdullah is just going to win. And Simone, is Manette refusing to participate? Manette's like trying to leave. Okay, well, then, if Manette is forfeiting, Ethel is forfeiting, Rick is forfeiting, Abdullah, Tony is forfeiting, right? Tony is forfeiting. Simone will still play, and Abdullah will still play. So it looks like Simone and Abdullah might have to play each other. Play with Abdullah. Can we finish a match to see who wins? Okay, Simone might play. Simone, play the game. Play with Simone. Can she join the game? Join game. Simone is far too uncomfortable to do this. Simone is going to refuse to. Okay, well, then we have our winner because Abdullah is the only one who decided that he was going to participate. So I'm going to go ahead and give immunity this week to Abdullah, or this day, this challenge. Abdullah is the one who stuck it out, and he got to this place first, which I think helps. That makes it easier for them to be willing to participate. But yeah, nobody else is willing to play. Taylor is willing to play, but he lost his match against Tony. So he doesn't get to play anyway, because he already lost one. You have to at least win to move on. All right, well, that's what happens if you're choosing not to participate. Abdullah is our winner of immunity this week, which means in the next elimination challenge, or in our first elimination challenge, Abdullah is not going to need to participate. He'll be safe, which is great. And I'm also going to go ahead and unlock the secret door for Abdullah that leads down to the coffin area. So let's head back to the house and I'll turn autonomy back on. Okay, so we are back at the house. I'm going to go ahead and unlock this door, allow access to Abdullah. So Abdullah can now get through this door, and I'll give him access to... I guess we should just unlock these, because then if he's down here and has access, then he should be allowed to sleep in these coffins. Which is super creepy, but hey, needs must sometimes. So look, everyone is super uncomfortable, which I think is really funny. Like, it's just rain, guys, okay? They are refusing to participate in an immunity challenge that could save them from certain death, but they won't because they got rained on. Which is funny. I realize that that's why a lot of them are not participating in the immunity challenge, but that's how this challenge in this game is supposed to work. Even if something outside of the Sims' control, like weather, is impacting how they would participate, then that's what we go with. That's what happens. That's kind of the point, is that I don't control this, and that we have to figure out together at the end who is going to make it all the way and who's going to survive. And if they're not going to participate because it's raining, then that's what's going to happen. And because they're super tired and because they have to go to the bathroom. Like, who's going to be the first person to wet themselves? Can we take a vote for that in the chat? Which character is going to be the first one to not make it to the bathroom? I think there's a sizable chunk that might have that experience. So Richard, I'm kind of disappointed in Richard because he should have been willing to participate. He is in a really good mood. Like, there is no reason that you should have been as cranky as you were, Richard. Oh no, he did participate. He just lost. Never mind. Ethel is trying to make it back to the bed to actually sleep, which is good, but I think Minette's going to beat her to it. Oh yeah, Minette totally beat her to it. But Minette also really needs to use the bathroom, so I don't know, Minette. You're probably not going to be there too long. But kudos to you for getting in the bed at least. All right, everyone. Well, that is kind of our first episode, our chess immunity challenge with our winner, Abdullah. In our next episode, the mysterious voice will be giving us our first elimination challenge, which I have a feeling is going to be intense. So please let me know down in the comments what you think about this introduction video. Do you have any predictions for who the culprit is? Do you have any predictions for who will come into the house after one of these Sims dies and doesn't make it through an elimination challenge? What are your thoughts? What are your theories? What's your conspiracies? I want to know all of your thoughts. If you like this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. I would love it if you would consider subscribing and joining our family of fellow detectives. Thank you so much for watching, fellow detectives. I will see you soon.